Hello and welcome to EBAday 2025 in Paris. Joining me now in the TV studio away from the very busy event behind us is Andrea Pennacchia, Head of Banking and PA Solutions for Nexi Group.
Hi Anna, nice to be with you here.
It's great to have you in the studio, Andrea. Good to see you again. And great to have you away from EBAday to talk to us about the rapidly changing payments market, which is at the heart of a lot of discussions over the course of the event. Could you bring us up to date and tell us what you're seeing in the market? And we'll start there.
Yes, the market is changing quite rapidly. We can see anyway, even speaking here in EBAday, there are some key drivers of this change. First of all, technological change, of course. But I will say especially customer expectation. Customer expectation towards a more and more seamless experience in their payment processes. And finally, of course, new rules like instant payment rules, for example, on PSD evolution. And all these key factors drive towards real-time processing in payments. This is a big change. I have to say that instant payment, for example, is probably one of the most disruptive changes in recent years in our payment arena.
Thank you for bringing us up to date, Andrea. And of course, instant payments is a significant development as well. Where are we up to with instant payments and how can we manage this radical change?
Well, first of all, we have to say that instant payment, as we said, is a big change, but it happens through a roadmap. In 2025, it's taking place for Euro banks, and in 2027, it will take place for non-Euro ones. So it's a process. We have to say that with these new rules, every bank will be obliged and will be mandatory to receive and send instant payment, but this is not the most difficult part. The most difficult part is to activate real-time controls. Fraud prevention mechanisms are very, very important in a real-time processing phase. It's a big change for the industry because payment infrastructure and application were built decade after decade with stratified approach, and they were not born for real-time processing. So it's a big change. It's a big change that comes not only on the operating model, but even on the business and pricing model. If I can summarize in a nutshell, for the end user, we need to arrive to the same level of trust, confidence, easy of use that now the final user has with other instruments, like credit cards, for example. But this is a big challenge. This is a big challenge for the market.
Well, you've done a very good job of highlighting both the opportunities, but with those often come the challenges. And now I'm interested also for you to bring us up to date with SEPA. Where are we with that? And also, how is your payments hub benefiting the customer?
Yes, it's important to say that the increase in volumes, the increase in adoption is reality now. It's reality. We can say that we are experiencing on our clients, for example, an increase of 80% year on year of the number and volumes of instant payments. So it's reality now. And we think that this increase will continue. Will continue because, as I said before, there is a roadmap. And so there are some important events that will come, like the verification of pay mandates, the outgoing mandates that we will have at the end of this year. But think even about the adoption of non-Euro countries and payment institutions that is expected in 2027. So it's a long process, but we can see that the trend in increase of volumes and adoption will continue definitely. The second point, I think, is that customer experience still needs some improvements. We did a lot, of course, but we need more. If we think at different markets like China, for example, we have some user experience related with QR code, for example, connected with the bank account. And from this point of view, there are some regulations anyway in Europe that are taking place in this moment that can help very much from this point. For example, the proxy lookup or the request to pay, for example. Request to pay together with instant payment are very synergic and could create very interesting and easy use case for clients. As Nexi, we are a specialist in all kinds of payments. We are a European leader from this point of view, and we are global because we have a scale that enables low cost and access to very specialized teams. But at the same time, we are very entrenched in local markets. This is important because we know that payments are still fragmented. So with our bank payment tab, the Nexi bank payment tab, we stand next to our clients, side by side to them, helping them to face with this change in the market. And the bank payment tab is very flexible. This is important to optimize the investment that banks did. So it's able to manage all the payment rails from SEPA to cross-border and throughout the entire process of payment, from the order management to the processing connected with the core system of the bank and to the gateway. So it's important even to say, and I think this is very unique for our proposition, is that we are able to provide this kind of systems with a software as a service approach. The software as a service approach, especially for Tier 2 and Tier 3 banks, is very valuable because give access to lower cost, specialized skills, embedded compliance and security. So we are very proud to be in the market. We want to contribute as much as possible to the evolution of the market. At the same time, we work a lot and we want to work next to our clients and next to the community to give the best solution to face with the changes that we see regarding our payment market now.
Well, Andrea, thank you so much for sharing insights. A lot of exciting developments to look forward to, and I can't wait to reflect on those insights later down the line. But for now, I'll let you get back to a busy EBAday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure to be here with you, and I come back to the meetings that are very, very interesting this year. Thank you so much.